cup backwards. This is quite of a special exercise because it's not easy, and if you do it in the speed, it can be very problematic because you have to keep those two up, and you need to keep those two up. So it's an exercise that will have much side effect, and if you do a mini mistake and this does fall down, you have to dismount, which is not nice, and on the speed it's really a nightmare. You don't want to do that. So I'm gonna do this one time and then I will tell you what I recommend. Okay, so use the right rein to move the shoulders to the left and my left leg. I go back, I use my left rein and my right leg, and I use my right rein, my left leg. Okay, then I stop and put the cup again. Okay, so problems that you must consider, problems that often happens. Okay, often happens, this horse has a big tail and the tail keeps dancing around, and that is a problem. So if you have a horse that does often just plays with the tail, put the tail up, because you don't, it's your fault if the horse puts with the tail on the floor. So okay, so now here, often you have horses, it's not this case, but often you have horses that go back very fast. So stop, okay. And if you have a horse that goes back very fast, you make this. Go back, one step forward, and pat them good. You go back, it's the cup. Okay. You go back, you go back, you go back, and you go one step forward, and you pat them. You go back, you go back, you go back, step forward. Okay, good. So now he starts to understand, because when we, and one step forward. Okay, good. So when we train this too much, the horses, they go back and they don't consider another option. Okay, so it is extremely important that when you go back, you make them believe that he is coming 1, 2 forward with a patting. Okay, so he's gonna go back, but he's not that much in love with running backwards, because if he goes forward, I have a pat for him. So that way you have a SOS. At any time of trouble, oops, I go. And he's ready to give 1, 2 steps forward, because there are horses, when they train this, they give you 20 steps package of going backwards. And you have no chance to select 5, 5, 5. You just take the 20 or you don't take. And that's the big problem. It can make the things really dangerous. When you have a horse that is far too slow, you go back, you go faster, and you pat them. You go slow, you don't pat anymore. You go fast, you go fast, you go fast, and you pat them. Good, good, good. So he sees the benefit in going backwards and fast. All right, so if you have a horse that is far too slow, go back and make him go fast and pat him, so he knows, okay, I go back, it does pay off because I get the pat. You have a horse that is too quick. Make 2, 3 times, hands forward, so he can go again 1, 2 steps forward, and please make sure you pat, so he knows I go back, but if I give 2 steps forward, I get something in exchange. Okay, so this way you can prevent many, many mistakes. So now I'm going to do in a speed style. In the speed style, you need to save meters. Okay, so I'm going to do it not in a full speed, just so I can talk. I make right gallop, and I go with a bigger gallop. I go bigger gallop. I don't go all the way to the end. My hand is already here, and I'm already here. So I can go back. I save 1 meter, and now my hand is already on. Okay, so the thing is, when I go here, I can make this. So that point here is extremely important because that saves me 1.5 meters forward and 1.5 meters back. So here I save 3 meters. And I'm already with the tail turning to the side. So you go, you go forward and you turn here and your hand is already touching. You go back, and now it happens that the horse is touched with the leg, so you have it already here. All this way, you see? Now it happens that, look, the right leg is there. Even if it touches with the leg, even if it touches, my hand is holding. Okay? And now I let go when my horse is full off, okay? So this is the technique. And then you just raise speed and in control. But this is the best technique to do. It's really effective, okay? And it saves much time.